Hi everyone, today I'll be going over the Cesaro Lombroso's left-handedness and the criminal mind video. Lombroso is often acknowledged as the father of criminology, as we learned in class, and many of his views are outdated as of today. But I can say that back when he was around, it definitely played a part on how people viewed and thought about crime. I would even say that it still plays a part of how people view and think about crime today. In the video that we were assigned, it really highlighted one of his most unusual views of left-handedness being connected or intertwined with criminality. Lombroso believed that people were born criminals. They were just born that way. They happened to have those traits, and they just genuinely came out that way, which is why they have the tendencies to commit crimes because it was built within them. It is part of them. Lombroso's view that criminals were born criminals ties with his view. He came up with this word, I guess it's called atavism. Atavism, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it basically means that criminals never adopted to modern life or modern society. And in order to support this theory or this idea that Lombroso had, he used physical traits like the shape of a person's skull, facial symmetry, left-handedness, and yeah, those like traits or things that the person embodied pointed towards criminal activity. He believed that those were signs, or he took that as, oh, okay, you're a criminal. Of course, as we know today, just because you're left-handed does not make you a criminal, and that has nothing to do with criminal behavior. I do believe that, Lombroso had that thought because at the time, or his time, left-handedness was not seen as normal, or it was just being left-handed wasn't normal back then, and so it was seen as abnormal. And so he used this as a way to justify crime or criminals, and yeah, basically, I guess to just stop crime before it's even before it happens. But he's looking for the wrong things. He took the abnormal thing and kind of ran with it. He turned it into scientific evidence to prove his theory of these things are abnormal, so it's, criminal behavior, or these are the people that commit crimes because they're different. I do believe that this viewpoint was or is a problem because it's definitely biased. It's very biased. You're pinpointing one specific thing that's wrong with someone and saying, oh, okay, you're more likely to be a criminal because you have this trait, and just that's not right. And, yeah. Although Lombroso's theory or the way he viewed criminals was not right, in my opinion, and I don't agree with it, I can agree with and stand on the fact that it definitely changed how people seen or think about criminals or criminality. That was definitely the time where things started to shift with just how people acknowledged criminals, or why crime would happen, or why crime is being committed, and who was committing crime. Although Lombroso's theory about crime, he kind of went about it the wrong way, I do believe that he was trying to acknowledge crime and criminality as more of a scientific outlook than religion, or they had a lot of religious outlooks on it, and mostly tied it to sin or just personal things, I guess, whereas he tried to tie it to scientific things, or he really just started that process of looking deeper into it, what's really going on and who's really committing the crimes and why. Yeah. So although Lombroso would have said that criminals are different from society and they are not programmed to function in society. That's just simply not true, especially if it's based off of a difference. But in the end, I can say Labroso was on the right track with trying to figure out what criminality is, who are the criminals, and how we can prevent this. Although the left-handedness thing or the head shape or just the things like that, although that is a bit eyebrow raising, he wasn't too far off with identifying key things that certain individuals have. I just don't think they're physical things. But yeah, that's all. Thank y'all for watching.